Hey guys, Zonky Deckhead back for another video. Excuse me, I didn't have the time to do it in the last weeks as I promised. I'm buying lots of records, and as I told you in the last video, I have to do at least 2-3 so I can, show everything. But I have to show you because there is a major update in my record collecting. Right now I'm also buying lots of dub techno and techno stuff, so it's impossible to play everything that I'm buying. Time is limited, and also time is limited to doing videos and showing you stuff. But it's the weekend, so got some minutes to share interesting records that I bought recently. First of all, this compilation that is playing in the background called the Mood Mosaic Hashish Party. This is a great compilation, especially for DJing needs, because it's a mix and match of styles from bossa nova up to eastern elements, or some well-known covers, and it's a fun cheap record that you can buy. Check out some tracks. Bossa nova sounds, but not only, it's also some good drum breaks with eastern elements, sitar. One record that I managed to find and grab a copy as an investment. I was planning to keep that sealed, but finally I opened it just because I was very curious how this thing sounds, because this label also released some other interesting titles that I'm interested to buy. So I open it and it sounds great. It's a Japanese new pressing of 2016. Blue Note, Donald Byrd, Places and Spaces, one of the best jazz funk albums of all time. Well, for sure, at the top 5 in my opinion. This is the Japanese pressing of this year. It's open, didn't manage to keep it sealed, but who cares? I mean, come on. Records are made to be played and not to keep sealed in a shelf. On Blue Note label, Liberty pressing. The pressing is great, and you also have the Japanese insert. There are also some other titles that those guys are issuing. You can check out some of the albums here. You can pause the video if you want. They sounded okay. Really good pressings. So if you want to buy something, go ahead and do it. I will also show you some dub techno records in the video, but I don't have a lot of jazz records to share with you this time. But doesn't really matter, I guess. One more Brazilian record from which is really underrated, and it's really cheap if you buy it new. Amor and Bossa Nova, Reginaldo Bessa, out on Sonorama. This thing was out on 2006, I think. Yeah, and it's a great Bossa Nova record. It is. Very good Brazilian music here. I will little drop you this, so you can have an idea. Typical Bossa Nova record, but it's really underrated, really. Not the best pressing in the world, but it still sounded okay.
prometeu que inútil é chorar. Se o moço é gente bem, vai então, papai aprova.
You get the point with Reginaldo Bessa. Amor and Bossa Nova out on Sonorama Records, 2006. Some Brazilian records. And I'm gonna stay with the world music records because this thing is just reissued and you have to be really fast if you want to grab it. I will not needle drop you this because it's still sealed, didn't have the time to listen to it, but it's a grail. You know how it is, what it is, Nigeria 70. This is out on Strat, triple LP, 180 grammer vinyl. Also includes 2 CD and 1 hour of documentary bonus. This thing is really heavy and it's a holy grail, really. Not only for me, for almost everybody. Like an African holy grail record. It was one of the first records that I wanted to buy when I was starting record collecting. Other records apart from techno and dub techno. Yeah, one more grail, not a big grail of mine, but it's a big grail for a lot of people. It was not expensive some years ago, but now it is. Mulatu Asadke, the 10-inch, very famous tracks on that EP, 4-tracker. I managed to find a reasonable price in a Greek seller on Discogs. Yeah, play this record in a beach bar and try not to dance. One of Mulatu Asadke's best records in my personal opinion, even if it's not a full album. And yeah, there is also one more famous song on here. Yeah, Yekitir Terez de Zeta. Yeah, it was famous, especially in Greece. Because I think that this song was a soundtrack of a movie here or TV series, something like that. Let me find the song. Yeah, this one. Out on Someway, it was out in 2005 and it's in my collection. Happy to have this baby in. Yeah, let's continue. I'm gonna keep the electronic records for the end of the video. I'm not gonna needle drop you this, so I'm just gonna show it to you. This is the anthology of Marilena Shaw. You also have to be fast on these babies if you like Marilena Shaw, and this is a very interesting double LP. Anthology means you can find a best of her job, and her job is fantastic. She have lots of hits like Woman on the Ghetto, California Soul, Mercy Mercy on it. But it was a good opportunity to discover her, well, not her full discography, but a big part of her discography. And the good news is that I also like her sound during the end of 70s or even in the 80s. Her sound is pretty good because you know what is happening to music during the 80s. Her stuff is good, nice record to have, and you have to be fast on it because they're running out. They are sold out now. I can't order any more records for the shop. That means that it's gonna gain some value in the next months or so. I was digging in something like a flea market here, and I found this compilation, double LP, for a fair price. And yeah, it's a good compilation actually. Some good remixes called Atlantiquity. It's from Atlantic Vault. You can find some 12 soul, jazz, and funk classics remixed. This is a limited edition gatefold vinyl, and you can check out the track list. I'm gonna play you a couple of tunes. This is a good. Let me find which is the best record to spin. Maybe this one. It's a cheap find, but it definitely worth to buy it. Nubian Lady by Yusef Latif, remixed. This is the good thing, some interesting remixes on this record. You know this song by Yusef Latif. Let me drop you another track. A perfect record for a Sunday morning, I think. And talking about morning, I just remembered that Needle Groove, sent me the package. It's just arrived, my friend. The package is here. Didn't have the time to send you a message. I've got your t-shirts and I also got your cups. My girlfriend now will bring me the cup so I can show it to you. You can check out all of these products, t-shirts, hats, cups in Needle Groove's website. This is the logo here. I love the sound of vinyl in the morning. Thank you, mate. I'm gonna send you a message and we will discuss more about it. Really enjoying this. In my next video I will also show you the t-shirts. But now let's continue with the needle drops and the update, because I've got plenty of records to show you and I don't want to make a huge video. This is a good record, really. It's cheap and you have some cool remixes on this baby. Now, a record that a lot of people are showing it in the VC, but in case you don't know it, I think that you also have to be fast on this thing. Hamdono. It's a jazz record. I'm not buying that many jazz records this period of time because I'm jazz overdosed and I have lots of LPs that I need to revisit and respin. But when it comes to records like that, I really can't leave them behind. So if you don't know this one, I will give you a small taste. It's a great record, not that easy listening. Hamdono by Joe Harriott. Let me find my favorite song of the LP, because as always I'm very disorganized when I'm doing videos. Great record. don't miss the sound. You have to be fast on it. Now this is the end of the jazz, funk and world music records. I'm gonna show you 5, 6 dub techno and electronic records because, as I told you, I'm starting to buy lots of those things, but the reason is mostly because they are repressing lots of expensive and great records from the past, which I can't really leave behind. Subwax from Spain, they just repressed this record by Flaxion, one of my favorite dub techno artists. Bipolar Defect, it's the name of the LP by Flaxion. This is kind of ambient dub techno, but more of the ambient side of the dub techno. Not 100% ambient, but compared to his other stuff, it's more acoustic. Let me play you some tracks. A great LP. It's hypnotic, deep dub, amazing. It's double LP and it's just out because the originals are going for more than 50-60 euros now, so and apart from his full-length double LP album, they also repressed 2 other records of his. This is Flaxion Prospect and this is Flaxion Other Side. It's a little bit more not that ambient, but it's still dub techno and deep, so it's similar, but his album is more acoustic than those records. Also, one of the 2 EPs are pressed on this spectacular, pretty cool looking splatter marbled grey kind of record. Look how beautiful it is. And the music is beautiful, not only the record. Highly recommended, Flaxion. Subwax just repressed him. And I'm gonna show you 2 more records, but first I'm gonna needle drop you a record by Tesla Sonic. This is limited edition. It's more on the electro side, but I believe this is their best EP, and it's really accessible even if you are not a techno fan. All of their songs are great here, but let me find a couple of highlights. Yeah. There is also one great video clip by this song. Tesla Sonic Electrical Oscillator Activity. Out on Minimal Rome, the name of the label. In some parts, this thing really reminds me of Vangelis. Like this one, for example. It's a great electronic / electro EP in other way. Check this out, Tesla Sonic. And one final dub techno record from my favorite dub techno artist. His name is Deepcord, and now he's releasing this Atmospherica EP Volume 1. Volume 2 is coming out next week. I'm also gonna buy it. I can't leave a Deepcord release behind. And this is also pressed on this colorful marbled record. Really like the music, really like the artwork too. Let me give you a couple of needle drops and I will stop the video. It's deep dub and chaotic, typical deep chord dub techno sound. Amazing, really. Big length tracks that if you just listen them, you can get easily lost on them. This is a 3-tracker. And this way, I'm gonna stop this video. Guys, thank you for watching. I'm gonna try my best not to do the next vinyl update in 2 weeks, but shorter. But in any case, my life is full of records now. It's my full job. Record store is going very good at the moment. We are also gonna do a web shop in the next month, more or less. So I will keep you updated with everything. And yeah, have fun, enjoy the weekend. Thanks for watching.